once lived on earth a cruel and evil race of men called Rakshasas. The race of Rakshasas was ruled by a powerful king named Ravana. He was an evil genius and a master of the black arts. With his demonic hordes of Rakshasas, Ravana's empire soon became a malignancy that threatened the entire world. Soon, however, the demonic forces of the world were challenged by the appearance of Prince Ram, who was loved by all, along with his wife Sita and his brother Laksman. It was Ram who was the main hope for bringing peace to the world, and known only to a few was the fact that he was actually an incarnation of God Himself, appearing in human form to re-establish righteousness and to bring pleasure to His devotees. Ram's father, Dasaratha, king of Ayodhya, had to relinquish his throne due to ill health and had to decide which of his sons should inherit the kingdom.
I want to thank all of you for the wonderful greeting that you have given my son Ram and his new bride, Sita. It is with great pride and confidence that I announce tomorrow at dawn, I will coronate my son as king of Ayodhya.
Kaikeyi, wake up! What is the matter?
A great disaster threatens you.
Disaster?
Yes, tomorrow your husband will crown Ram regent of the kingdom.
Ram, that's wonderful. This is good news.
I pity your simplicity.
What?
Your husband speaks very fair of you, but he is crafty. At night he smothers you with his caresses, but his real concern is for Kaikeyi, the mother of Ram.
I do not see.
In the guise of a husband, a serpent dwells at your bosom.
Mantra, don't say such things. I see no difference between Ram and Bharat. I'm happy that Ram will become regent.
The son of Ram will become king, and the dynasty of Ram will grow to hate Bharat, and you will be forgotten.
But I don't understand.
Bharat will be attacked by Ram.
What nonsense! Why would Ram attack Bharat?
Bharat has a claim to the royal succession, and therefore he will cause fear in the heart of Ram.
What?
You must save your son. If Ram becomes king, he will have Bharat banished.
Banished?
Put to death.
To death?
Yes, death.
Why would Ram do such a thing to my son?
To rid himself of his rival.
No.
To secure his sovereignty.
No.
Yes, the truth is sometimes so difficult to bear, but the situation can yet be rectified.
It can?
Yes.
How? How, Mantra?
You must act in such a way that Ram will be banished and Bharat will obtain the crown.
The crown? I never thought that Bharat would obtain the crown.
Why not? Don't you remember so long ago when your husband granted you 2 wishes which you never used?
Yes.
Now the time has come to claim these wishes You saved his life in order to obtain them. Now you save your own.
How?
Use them.
I rescued you, watched over you, and nursed you back to health.
I remember it well, Kaikeyi, and I've always
At that time, you awarded me 2 wishes.
I remember.
Now, the time has come for you to grant those wishes for me.
Whatever it is you want, I will give you.
You have made preparations for the coronation of Ram.
Yes.
That my son Bharat be crowned instead.
What?
That's my first wish. And for the second, banish Ram to the Dandaka forest for 14 years.
Is this a dream? Have you lost your mind? What has Ram ever done to you, Kaikeyi? He loves you as much as he loves his own mother. All the citizens love Ram. The world glorifies the name of Ram. All the citizens love him. Kaikeyi, I'll give up my other wives. Anything. But don't ask to banish Ram.
You'll become a disgrace to the family.
You speak like one possessed. Who has done this to you?
I swear that nothing will satisfy me except Ram's banishment.
Kaikeyi, I beg you, let Ram receive this empire from my hand. Grant me this one favor.
I have indicated your obligation to me.
Being faithful to his promise, the ideal King Dasaratha, who never broke his word, was forced to agree to Kaikeyi's wishes. Upon hearing his father's reluctant request, Lord Rama immediately made plans to leave for the Dandaka forest.
Sita, listen. The forest is full of misery. There are no satin sheets and beautiful pillows there. No gala feasts or gatherings of friends, the things you love so dearly. There's only thorny bushes, and for a bed a pile of withered leaves. Terrible storms, huge pythons, and man-eating rakshasas wandering about at will. It's no place for a woman, especially one like you.
What do you take me for? I can't bear to be separated from you for a moment, and you are telling me I won't be seeing you again for 14 years. If my father knew you had such foolish thoughts, he would never have allowed me to marry you.
Sita.
A wife enjoys the fortune of her husband, good or bad. Anyway, the miseries you describe will turn to pleasures for me, because I love you.
Sita, you don't realize what you're saying. The forest is full of death.
If you refuse to take me with you, I will end my life.
And my life will end as well. I couldn't bear to be kept apart from you. I vow I'll never be separated from you.
King Dasaratha, unable to bear the separation of his son, died of a broken heart. Upon hearing of the banishment, Ram's brother Bharat renounced the crown and vowed to live as a hermit until Ram's return. Ram, Sita, and Laksman became acquainted with the ways of the forest and made friends with the many sages there. They lived a simple, beautiful, and happy life. It was in the autumn of the 14th year of their banishment that fate turned the tide of events, making the forest no longer safe for its inhabitants.
Why have you come to this forest?
I am Ram, and this is my brother Laksman and my wife Sita. I've come to the forest by the will of my father. But tell me, who are you?
I am Shurpanaka. My brothers are Ravana, the most powerful man-eater alive, and Bibhishana, a pious fool. I'm staying with two of my younger brothers, where their army of 14,000 has made camp not far from here.
I think I've heard of them. I'm honored to meet you.
The pleasure is all mine, Ram.
How can I serve you?
I find you very attractive. I think you and I would make the perfect match. I can give you much more pleasure than your present partner.
But I'm already married. If I were to take a second wife, rivalry between you would be very unbearable. However, my younger brother Lakshman does not yet enjoy a wife's company.
Now, Lakshman is strong, young, very attractive. Why not take him for your husband, Ram, and enjoy his company without any rivalry at all?
Lakshman, let's roam the Dandaka forest together.
But, why should you be the wife of a slave such as I? I am only the servant of my noble brother. Now one like you with such ravishing complexion and lovely limbs, you should be the wife of this great hero.
Yes, you're right.
I think he would renounce this ugly woman whose limbs are deformed and certainly devote himself to you.
Yes, after some time with me, I'm sure he will.
I told you when we came to the forest there would be many dangers, didn't I?
Yes, Ram, but I was thinking of crocodiles, snakes, alligators.
Do you dare ridicule me?
I can't slay a woman, but I can teach you a lesson.
Do you hear the roar of those Rakshasas? Shurpanaka's brothers seek revenge.
Ready your bow, Lakshman.
Yes, Ram. I want you to take Sita to a mountain cave.
Oh, no, please. I want to stay with you.
Sita, it's for your own protection.
But Ram, can't I stay here?
Follow my orders, Laksman. I know you can slay them. But I wish to destroy these prowlers of the night myself.
As you wish, my brother.
Please go.
Come, Sita.
I'll be with you shortly. I promise.
Come.
Black-winged wizards of the night. Prepare to meet your destiny.
Well, what have we here?
A gift for your majesty.
What's this? Posing as the king's dinner?
No, I have come to serve your meat.
Well, let's have it then.
You don't understand, King.
Come. You don't want to starve your king, do you?
You don't understand, my king.
Oh, yes, I do.
There's another kind of flesh that you would like better than this.
Huh? Let's have it then. No one in the world would dare provoke me like this. That fool has placed a noose of death around his neck.
What a fool you are! You do not see the danger that threatens your life.
A threat to me? May I remind you that I have been granted invulnerability against gods and demons alike.
May I inform you that your younger brothers and your gallant army of 14,000 Rakshasas have all been slain!
What?
Yes.
My brothers?
Yes.
Dead?
Yes.
What army has...
No army. Only one man.
Man.
Wrong.
What? Man. Alone? No.
Yes.
Impossible.
It's true. You didn't ask to be made invulnerable to man, did you?
Of course not. What man could conquer me? Who is this Ram? What weapons did he use? Tell me.
Ram is the son of King Dasaratha. There he stood alone amidst 14,000 Rakshasas, and the next moment all of them lay dead, slain by his blazing arrows. His brother Laksman also possesses great strength. Together these brothers cannot be conquered, even by you.
No.
There is only one way to deprive Ram of his life.
What's that?
He is married to a woman more beautiful than any on earth. If you stole her for yourself, Ram would certainly lose his will to live. Her name is Sita. Never have I seen such sublime beauty. Her shapely hips and softly rounded breasts would make her a consort worthy of you. In fact, I was trying to bring you this goddess of fortune, but I was mutilated by the ruthless Laksman. Have you no thoughts of vengeance? Go protect the Rakshasa race. You're supposed to be a hero, a brother, a king.
Yes! I will carry off the consort of this insignificant man. What did you say they were?
In the Dunlop, of course.
I'll bring Maricha there. He can change his form at will. I'll have him take the form of a golden deer. He will entice the Sita, attract and confuse her mind, and make her lose control of her senses. I'll go tomorrow. No one can stop your king. As for tonight, let the festivities continue.
Sujata, what is it?
Bibhishan, I fear your brother Ravana has finally met his match.
Ram, Lakshman, look at this golden deer. Can you capture it?
Lakshman, you stay here and protect Sita. I'll be back soon. It won't take long.
Ram!
Isn't that Ram's voice?
It sounds like him, but I don't think he'd be calling out for help.
Go, see what has happened to him. He must be in danger to cry out in that way.
But Ram ordered me to stay here and protect you.
Go, help your brother. He needs you. He may have been overpowered by Rakshasas.
No, it's probably just a Rakshasa imitating his voice.
Go and help him.
But Ram commanded me not to leave you alone.
How amazing. Ram's in danger. And you talk of loyalty to his orders as an excuse to let him die so you can be alone with me.
Sita, are you serious?
Traitor! You accompany Ram to the forest and lust after me, while you play the role of a friend.
What's come over you? You know that's not true.
Then prove it. Go help your brother. If you don't go, I will kill myself.
All right. I'll go. As long as you stay inside this protective circle, you will be all right.
Please, woman, help me.
What's the matter?
I've lost my way. I've been wandering in the forest for weeks now. Can you give me something to eat?
Thank you. You are very kind and beautiful.
My name is Sita. I'm the daughter of King Janaka and the wife of Ram.
A king's daughter, living in the forest?
Yes. You see, my husband was banished to the forest by his stepmother the very day he was to be crowned king of Ayodhya, and I have followed him. If you stay a little longer, Ram will soon return.
Oh?
Yes, he will be very glad to welcome a Brahmana. And what is your name?
I am Ravana! Look. The deer which Sita was so attracted to has become this hideous... Where's Sita?
I left her at the hermitage.
What?
I didn't want to, Ram, but when she heard your voice call...
That wasn't my voice. It must have been this Rakshasa.
When she heard that cry, Ram, she begged me to go to your aid.
Now I understand. And when I refused, she threatened to kill herself. Oh, why did you listen to her? Come, let's get back, quickly.
Come, be the queen of my consorts. Enjoy with me in the groves of my palaces in Lanka, my island in the midst of the sea.
I am the wife of Ram.
Be my consort, and 5,000 servants adorned with gold will attend you.
I told you that I belong to Ram, and I will always be faithful to him.
You will always be prosperous with me.
You can no more possess me than possess the light of the sun.
Listen to me. I am the mighty Ravana. The demigods with Indra at their head tremble at my feet. What would you do with this Ram? He's a mere mortal. Give yourself to me.
How dare you? If you harm me, you will never escape death.
I think you've taken leave of your senses. Have you not heard of my power? Standing in space, I can lift the earth. I can swallow the waters of the ocean and destroy death himself in combat. With my arrows, I could pierce the sun and cleave the earth. You allow yourself this sentimental nonsense? I would be a husband worthy of you. Serve me forever.
No!
You must!
Never!
You fool!
No!
Sita, where are you? Sita! She's gone. Oh, I told her to stay within the circle. Why didn't she listen to me?
Maybe she went down to the river. No, she wouldn't go there alone. Laksman, did she have to gather flowers this evening? No, she never goes there without me. My consort has been stolen. I swear to the gods, these arrows will blacken the sky. The sun will be obscured and the moon veiled. The crests of mountains shattered and the ocean drained. If Sita is not returned to me this very night, I'll destroy the entire universe.
Wait, Ram! Look here. Look at these footprints. These are Sita's. And those next to them look like they belong to a powerful Rakshasa.
Come quickly, Laksman. Let's follow them.
The King Dasaratha, I order you to release her.
Who do you think you are to stand in my way?
I am the king of the vultures to tie you, a friend of King Dasaratha.
Get out of my way, you old fool.
No, Jita, you're too...
Rakshasa!
Ram! Wait!
Jatayu! My father's childhood friend. What happened to you, Jatayu?
I stopped an evil Rakshasa from taking your wife, but it was no match.
What was his name? Where does he live?
His name is Ravana.
Jatayu! Jatayu! He's gone, Laksman. He gave up his life for me. Take my blessing, Jatayu. You will reside with me eternally in the spiritual world because you have given your life for me. Let's go quickly, Laksman.
Now, my lovely Sita, look at my royal mansion. Pillars of marble, gold, crystal, and silver. Marble floors inlaid with polished gems. Your youth will soon pass away. Enjoy all this with me while you can. What can you expect from Ram, who lives like an animal and who possesses nothing? I am the lord of 10,000 Rakshasas, and each of them has placed 1,000 loyal servants at my disposal. All of them. This entire estate will be yours, if you will be my wife. Don't think of Ram. This fortress of Lanka couldn't be penetrated even by the gods of heaven. No one could take you away from me. Rule this vast empire, and even I will be your servant. Bathe with me. Bathe with me in crystal water.
Why should a swan who sports with her maid amidst lotus flowers concern herself with a crow who lives in filthy places? You, young Rakshasas, have not long to live.
Think about this. If you do not yield to me, I'll have you cut to pieces for my breakfast. Guards, I want you to crush the pride of this rebellious woman. Take her to the Ashoka Grove and break her will.
Look out!
At last I
so long to be liberated from this cursed body. Once, a sage whom I offended cursed me to assume this form. But when I pleaded for his mercy, he relented and said, when Ram and Laksman sever your arms and burn your body, then you will regain your heavenly form. Now please, before the sun sets, burn my body and liberate me.
Kabanda, my wife Sita was kidnapped by a powerful Rakshasa named Ravana. Can you tell us where we might find him?
I do not know your wife, or this demon you speak of, but when I regain my heavenly form, I will have the power to tell you.
Laksman, let's build a farm, quickly.
Yes, Ram.
Ram, hear me. On the borders of Lake Pampa lives a valiant, wise, and powerful monkey. His name is Hanuman, and he knows the haunts of all the flesh eaters. You can make an alliance with Hanuman and discover Ravana's fortress. This path leads west to Lake Pampa and the land of the monkeys. Hurry. May you reach your beloved Sita in time.
Thank you, Kabanda.
Why are you still afraid of me? I want to give you everything. I could make you very happy with my riches, with myself.
Give it to your wives. A man who is not content with his own wives will be miserable with those of others.
It has always been the unquestioned privilege of Rakshasas to enjoy other men's wives.
Well, you will never have me. I will always be faithful to my Lord Ram.
Give up this nonsense. You can enjoy anything you've ever wanted.
Riches and pleasure slip through the fingers of a fool who cannot control his senses.
Listen to me. You don't understand. I'm completely captivated by you. I must have you. I've never seen anyone so beautiful.
Those eyes of yours will fall out of their sockets if you continue to look at me like that.
The more gently one treats women, the more they respond. But the more I am kind to you, the more you reject me. You must share my bed. If you don't, I will have your flesh for my breakfast. Rakshasis! Rakshasis! Do whatever it takes to make her look on me with favor. Alive or dead, I will taste the pleasure of your flesh.
We will drink wine, which celebrates our human flesh. We will die for the end. We will die for the end. For you. Come on, we understand. Let's stop all that. Walk off in the grave. Yes. And drink wine. Take the man.
I wouldn't touch her if I were you. Last night I had a vision foretelling the future. I saw Ram and Laksman seated in a celestial chariot made of ivory, drawn by 100 white swans and traveling the heavens. And I saw Sita. She was reunited with Ram as the light with the sun. Then I saw Ravana, seated in a chariot drawn by asses. And then a dark woman, wearing red and smeared with mud, placed a rope around his neck and dragged him to the planet of death. Therefore, stop your threats. Beg Sita to forgive you. Otherwise, Ram will destroy you.
Please, don't be frightened. I'm a messenger from Ram.
Your disguise doesn't fool me, Ravana.
I'm not Ravana, I'm Hanuman.
Where did you meet Ram?
The forest. He was searching for you when he met my master Sugriva, the king of the monkeys. Sugriva promised to help him find you. Ram doesn't know that you are here, but when I tell him, he will come at once. My queen. Take this ring.
Where did you get this ring?
It was given to me by Ram himself.
You have a lot of courage to come here. But please, return and tell him to hurry. Ravana is planning to kill me if the Rakshasis don't do it first.
My queen, I am the son of the wind god. I will fly across the ocean and deliver your message to Ram. But before I go, give me a token I can show to Ram to assure him that I found you. Before long, you will see Ram.
Here. Give him this pearl. It will remind him of me. Hanuman, please, go quickly.
Babishan! Brave Babishan. Sober Babishan. You ever take birth in this family, I'll never know.
My brother, about this woman you kidnapped.
Ah, Sita. Sita. No one in all the worlds even compares to her. Slender waist with graceful hips, complexion like the autumn moon. Her palms rosy, her feet delicate. When I see her, I become the slave of lust. But she will not share my bed. And now the whip of passion has made me weary.
Father, didn't you tell me once that a man who enters a forest full of wild beasts and does not enjoy the honey he finds there is a fool? Who is your master? No one. You are the master. Enjoy, Sita. Force her.
Most definitely.
I would. But I can't.
Can't? Why not?
Once, I saw a heavenly nymph who was going to worship Lord Rama. To enjoy her, I stripped off her garments. But she ran away. Like you, Babishan. When he heard what I had done, Lord Rama cursed me, saying, if I ever again force a woman to an act of passion, my head would crack into 100 pieces.
Ah.
Yes.
Ravana, a monkey has destroyed the Ashoka Grove and killed many Rakshasas.
What?
Yes, he has been captured.
Bring him in. Who are you? Why did you destroy the Ashoka Grove?
My name is Hanuman.
I am the son of the wind. I jumped across the ocean to reach here. It does not become you to steal another's wife. No one in the universe offends Ram and lives.
Guards!
Kill him. Wait, Ravana. Control your anger. The scriptures forbid a king to slay a messenger.
To slay an evildoer is no sin. Take him away.
On no condition is an envoy to be put to death.
Well, my dear brother, would you have us inflict some other punishment on him instead? Set his tail on fire and drag him through the streets, then let him go.
Ravana, wait, listen!
Thank you, Babisha. Your decision to spare his life has enabled me to inflict an even greater punishment on this foul servant of Ram. His shame will be a much greater punishment than his death.
Stop him! He's broken free! Escaping! He's setting everything on fire and setting his tail! He's burning down the city! Help me! Help out! Slay that monkey! Help! He's broken free!
Ram, for many nights you have not slept. Please, come. Sit by the fire. Take some rest.
Its warmth reminds me of her touch. Even the flowers and the breezes torture me. Anything gentle or beautiful reminds me of her. I could bear the separation if only I knew where she was, Laksman. I don't think we're going to find her. I've practically lost all hope. And you know I can't live without Sita.
Ram, please, calm your mind.
My lord,
Hanuman,
I have found Sita.
Oh, how do you know it was Sita? This pearl. Her father gave it to her at our wedding ceremony.
Yes.
I can feel her presence. Where is she?
Ravana is holding her captive in his fortress.
Where?
On the island of Lanka, 400 miles across the sea.
How is she?
She's being tortured by hideous Rakshasas, but she rejects Ravana's advances towards her. He could kill her any day.
Any day? What are the fortifications of Lanka?
It's surrounded by a golden wall, difficult to scale, and lined with precious gems. That wall has 4 immense gateways protected by heavy bolted doors. On all sides I saw wide moats filled with crocodiles. My lord, Ravana is anxious for combat, and he is well protected by millions of troops.
Then Lanka will be difficult to attack.
Not so.
No?
I have already torn down the walls, filled the moats, and set the city on fire.
Jai!
We can somehow cross that lord of rivers, the ocean. Lanka will be ours.
Cross over the ocean. I'll evaporate it. Or build a bridge across it. Hanuman, I can never repay you for this. Thank you very much.
You just have. I wish to remain your servant forever.
Then through the history of mankind, you will be known as my dearmost servitor. Now, let's gather our troops and prepare for the destruction of Lanka.
Has been devastated by this monkey who spoke with Sita. He has destroyed the palaces, killed many of my Rakshasas, and turned our city upside down. Ram, Laksman, and thousands of monkey warriors now march towards Lanka to exterminate us. You are my counselors. What should be done?
Father, we have a huge army. Why should you worry? Don't even imagine that any harm can come to us because of Ram and his cohorts. The only reason Hanuman gave us any trouble was because we had taken a little too much wine and were at the time intoxicated. But I promise you, as long as I live, that monkey will not again enter Lanka alive. I won't tolerate the outrage he has committed against us.
You kidnapped Ram's wife. What do you expect? He slew our brothers who attacked him in the forest. But isn't it every man's right to defend himself? While Lanka is still safe, give Sita back to him.
For we're not afraid even of the demigods. Why should we worry about this Ram, the son of a mortal king?
You consider Ram a mortal? I consider him immortal and the king of kings. And I say that challenging Ram is like trying to cross the ocean without a boat. The only reason you're still able to boast is that you haven't yet been stung by his sharp arrows.
Uncle, what do these words of yours mean? They mean that you are a coward. No other Rakshasa would even conceive such thoughts as these.
Your conclusions are immature and worthless. And because you encourage your father in this way, you are his enemy and deserve to die.
Father!
Once more I beg you, return Sita to Ram.
I would rather live with a servant than to live with someone who was disguised as a friend, but who was in league with a foe. It is said that from cows we get milk, from sages austerity, from women capriciousness, and from relatives we get malice. Their hearts filled with deceit, their swords ready to strike. Kinsmen always seek to cut down he who is given authority. That I am held in reverence by my subjects, and am called to rule an empire by succession, has certainly not found favor with you. Had anyone else spoken these words to me, at that moment he would have ceased to breathe. As for you, a curse upon you, deceitful wretch.
King, you have lost your reason. Words of wisdom meant for others' welfare are not accepted by the uncontrolled. Those who make flattering speeches are easily found. But those who speak unpleasant words which are actually beneficial are very rare, and rarer still are those who listen to them. I will go.
Vibhishan.
Vibhishan! Let him go, father. We don't need him.
Vibhishan! 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 Vibhishan!
What is it?
Ravana's younger brother approaches you. He says that he's renounced Ravana, his family, and his kingdom to seek your protection. I heard him courageously speak against Ravana in his own court. His name is Vibhishan.
Vibhishan? We've heard of that name before. Sir Bhanuka referred to him.
Ravana probably sent him here to cause dissension among us, or spy on us and discover our weak
He
points.
saved my life.
She said he was a pious Rakshasa.
He offers his service to you, my lord.
But I do not accept him.
Why not?
One should never accept service offered by an enemy. We should kill him at once.
But the sages say that one who surrenders should be given all protection.
My lord, this Vibhishan is a brother of the enemy, a born Rakshasa. We certainly can't trust him.
Maybe not. Even so, I never refuse to receive anyone who presents themselves as a friend. Perhaps he has renounced Ravana.
Well, if he has betrayed his brother, and in a time of crisis like this, who will he not betray thereafter?
Understand this, Laksman. Anyone who surrenders unto me is assured of my protection, even if it's Ravana himself. Bring the stranger here.
My lord, please accept me as your surrendered servant.
When he spoke in my behalf in Ravana's court, I was then convinced of Vibhishan's integrity in my heart.
You are welcome, Vibhishan. When I have slain Ravana and his demoniac forces, I will crown you as King of Lanka.
I have no desire to rule, but simply to do as you like. I will use all my strength to slay the Rakshasas and help capture Lanka.
Jai, Vibhishan. Laksman, bring water from the ocean. We'll anoint Vibhishan as king of the Rakshasas.
Yes, Lord.
Hanuman, let's prepare to build a bridge across the ocean and defeat Ravana's evil forces.
Last night, Ram landed on the northern shore. My spies found him fast asleep. At my son's command, his forces slaughtered Ram's army and severed the head of your sleeping prince. Your Ram is dead.
No.
You don't believe me? But I have brought you proof. Bring the head of Dasaratha's son. Here is your Ram. Now submit to my desire.
Let me die with Ram.
Think about what I said.
Yes, Your Majesty?
Shuka, the army of monkeys has crossed the ocean on a bridge constructed by Ram. How is it possible?
Don't know, Your Majesty.
They have already landed on the northern shore. Go there, infiltrate their ranks, and find out their number. Also find out how that bridge was constructed and their strength and weapons. Go.
Yes, Your Majesty.
According to our spies, Ravana has posted his generals and their troops at every gate of the city.
Then we'll attack at every gate of the city. Hanuman and Vibhishan will take the north. The other monkey leaders will take the remaining gates. But you and I will penetrate Lanka at the center. They may have their man-eaters, but
we have you, Ram.
Ravana's not only taken my wife. Any beautiful woman that he would encounter, he would attack and kidnap her, regardless of whose wife she was. Those oppressed by Ravana will soon be relieved. This king of Lanka will soon lose his kingdom and his life.
My lord! Here's one of Ravana's men! I found him spying on the camp.
Is that true?
Answer.
Now, or die by my sword!
Ravana has sent me to estimate your forces and examine your position.
There, my lord, he admits his guilt.
And therefore deserves to die!
Wait, Laksman. Have you fulfilled your mission?
No.
And Vibhishan? Find out what he has not yet seen and show it to him.
Yes, my lord. What?
Do not fear for your life, my friend. Vibhishan, take this messenger on a tour of our ranks. And when he is finished, let him go. Report us well to your king.
Yes, Your Majesty. Thank you, Your Majesty.
Since you are a messenger, then you can deliver this message to your master. Either deliver my wife, Sita, or prepare for your funeral rites. Your life is in my hands.
May you be victorious.
Kamsuka. Ram, you are an ocean of mercy.
What are the strength and the measure of the Rakshasa forces?
Rakshasa army is immeasurable, in both volume and in strength.
We'll rest tonight, but tomorrow we'll rise up and march to the walls of Lanka. I'm convinced that we can conquer these demoniac forces and recover Sita.
Indigent. Yes, Father. We must take every precaution to ensure that the gates of Lanka are completely refortified. Ah, Shuka!
Shuka!
So, what is your report?
Well, Shuka, speak up.
Well?
He was captured by Vibhishan.
Vibhishan?
Ram set me free.
So he has allied himself with Ram.
Yes.
That wretched traitor!
Ram is already installed as the king of Lanka.
Just see, is it not as I said? Yes. He wants to be king. Well, so long as I live, he will never sit upon the royal throne.
Leaders, the monkey army, Ram, Laksman, Hanuman, and Sugriva, even without the aid of their troops, could penetrate the city of Lanka. Ram himself could single-handedly overthrow this city.
And what are their forces?
Completely invincible. That army of fierce and powerful monkeys breathes war. It's useless to challenge them.
What?
The monarch should ally himself with the strong and wage war against the weak. But by no means should a monarch underestimate the foe.
What are you saying? Have you gone mad?
My advice is return Sita to Ram and make peace. Peace.
Peace. Peace. So, you've been roughly handled by the monkeys, and now you think it opportune that I give up Sita and make peace? Well, even if the gods and demons combine to attack me, I would not return her. How can you take a man who has no shelter but the monkeys of the forest, cast off by his father, and exiled by a woman to be a threat to me, the Lord of the Rakshasas? Well, tell me, Shuka, how? Answer, Shuka. Come, tell us! What's the matter, Shuka? You no longer have a tongue?
Ram does not appear to be an ordinary man.
What?
This Ram does not appear to be an ordinary man. Haven't you heard how he built that bridge?
How, Shuka?
The monkey warriors cast monstrous boulders and even mountain peaks into the sea. Ram, by his potency, caused them to float. Yes.
Don't lie to me!
I'm telling you the truth. This Ram is God himself in human form. He controls everything. God has appeared.
Why do you sing the praises of my enemies? It is hardly fitting that a servant should speak such disgusting words. One who is loyal to his king. Get out! Get out! Out!
May you be victorious.
Indrajit.
Yes, Father.
No one has greater power than me. No one, Father. We must crush these intruders. Crush them! Yes, Father. Station my generals at every gate. Come, here's my plan. Tonight, Mahadar will guard the south gate. Tomorrow, perhaps the east.
True. The battlefield is a jackal's feast. Headless trunks of Rakshasas fly in heaps. I escaped myself. All the generals were felled by the arrows of Ram.
Set up defenses everywhere. Patrol the exits and entrances of the palace. Regroup all the Rakshasas to defend our empire here. We will destroy this invincible Ram when he tries to enter our fortress. Father, I still live. I have a plan that will spread your fame and glories all over the three worlds. Just listen. Tomorrow I will...
Indrajit, where are you? Stand and fight! Watch me kill her! Now all of your endeavors are in vain! Ram! Laksman! Laksman! Ram! Laksman! Ram! Laksman!
What is it, Hanuman?
Indrajit, he has slain Sita.
No!
I'll tear that barbarian to pieces. I'll demolish Lanka.
Ram, Indrajit
has slain Sita.
What? Who has told you this?
Hanuman, he saw it.
I know Ravana. He would never allow Sita to be slain.
I saw him with my own eyes.
That must have been an illusion created by that magician to demoralize us. Ram, listen to me. Indrajit is about to perform a sacrificial ritual to make Ravana invincible. We must stop him at once. Into the palace.
Om Agne Namaha.
Indrajit!
Majesty.
What is it?
Your son was killed.
Slave?
Yes, slain by Laksman with the help of the Bhishma. Slain.
Slain. Taken by the god of death. Slain by Laksman! To defeat the enemy. Introduce one show them your illusory corpse. Now I will show them the real form!
Kill Ram, she'll be yours. Surrounded by your army, march to victory.
My chariot once. Go to the field with a column of chariots, horses, and elephants, and hurl yourself at Ram. Tire him, wound him, and then I myself will bring his life to an end. Today I shall dry the tears of those who weep for their brothers and sons with the fire of my vengeance! I have cut and monkey the giants, the princes! And so many bodies will cover the ground that the surface of the earth will disappear! March to the death, to victory, to victory.
Don't understand, it's too late, Ravana. Ravana's already broken to the gates of the city.
No!
Ravana! Prepare to meet your destiny, king of the Rakshasas.
You act like a dog. You take it.
become a coward so quickly? Don't lament, Babishin. The enmity between Ravana and myself has ended with his death. Now he is as dear to me as you are. The kingdom is yours. Rule it well.
Ram.
Sita.
Lord Ramacandra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, returned to Ayodhya and was crowned King of the world. During his reign, all bodily and mental suffering, all disease, old age, bereavement, lamentation, distress, fear, and fatigue were completely absent. One who hears and remembers this narration will be relieved from past karma and freed from all anxieties.